Okay, so I think we are recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of For the Most Part podcast. I hate to break it to the audience, but for this season, this will be the last episode, ironically. And I felt it would be a good way to end this season with my new friend. And all I could see by the stringed instruments behind him, in the background there, Mr. David Ramaran. I guess I could let him introduce himself, but ironically, we met over guitar, and I'll probably give all of that story next season. And he has been giving me advice on what to do with guitars and repairs and that kind of thing. And so that's our mutual ground right about now, and we are both performers. But David, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into music, how you started, and what you do.
Okay, hi. My name is David Rambaran. I'm a guitarist, soloist, instrumentalist. I've been playing guitar for the past 24 years or so. Guitar as well as bass guitar and some keyboards in between, but basically I'm a guitarist. I started at standard 4 playing the guitar.
Nice.
By standard 5, I was already playing in church and outside wherever there's music. And it grew from there.
Nice.
Basically, I learned from the old school way, so the harder way, but I think Israel is more beneficial. Yeah, rather than taking the shortcuts now, which I do now.
Right. No, that's fair. Yeah,
I
so,
do take shortcuts now. Yeah.
Right. So what kind of genres you play? What is your main genre of music? What was the one that that you got started in? Would you say it's gospel or it was just anything?
I started off with gospel. I still play gospel, but
nice.
I learned my background is from gospel. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So so you got your main genre is still gospel.
I wouldn't say main, but yes, it is our main part. Yeah.
Okay. So tell the people what you do and why we having this conversation. So I just want to let y'all know, in my conversation with David, I found out that this gentleman goes away ever so often outside of Trinidad and Tobago and really gets his feet, I don't want to say wet, but I guess that might just be the best explanation, gets his feet wet in the international forum, and I guess you're meeting all sorts of people too. So tell us what you do outside of Trinidad, where you go, how often you go, and then we'll get into the experience of that.
Right. Well, I basically my job now, I'm a cruise musician. I play in cruise ships, hotels. When I'm in Trinidad, I play with bands in clubs and bars, restaurants for fun. But basically, when I'm working is on cruise ships. I'm a cruise ship musician, a guitarist. Yeah.
Nice. So how you got into that? Was it like somebody was like, okay, so David, I think this might be an opportunity for you to like expand yourself, or you just saw maybe Trinidad just wasn't the place to continue your craft, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, to be honest, I haven't applied for this job that I have. Like per se, recently Caribbean was taking in workers for the cruise ship and a long line of, I didn't go through that avenue. I actually used social media and marketed myself, and people saw my talent internationally and contacted me.
Wow. So you did the best thing for yourself, which is really fight for yourself, fight for your name. You said, this is what I can do, and you did what no other, and I'm gonna say it, no other local artist is gonna do, which is really market yourself and get opportunity to travel. Where around the world have you been so far since doing this, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing this about, let's say this will be second year.
Okay.
Right? But I've been to Europe, Caribbean, Eastern Caribbean, Central America, and well, basically the whole Western Caribbean area,
Mm.
and about 10 countries in Europe.
Wow. Wow. So what is the reception like for like so we know that these cruise ships are generally made up of, I guess, foreigners. I'm correct? If I
Yes, is the cruise line I work for is British, so is like British, so it's a
Right,
different
right.
standard from us. But what they like about me is they like the vibes I would do their music with.
Right, and that's what I was gonna ask, which is what kind of
Right.
music you do on the ships and that kind of thing.
Well, what I did was, okay, let me put it this way, right? I am Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Our style is Caribbean music, no matter what we play, right?
Yeah.
So even if we do play their music, it still sounds a bit like with our flavor in it.
Right.
And that is what they like. So I use that as a leverage to use their songs and do it Caribbean way, or mix it in a kind of, what should I say,
International kind of flavor.
international way, yeah.
Right,
But it has its Caribbean flavor, yeah. And they
Nice.
like that, yeah. So that's another way to market yourself as a artist. Always add a little bit of your home flavor to something they like internationally. So they will like it. They won't be, because for me, I was really hired as a party guitarist, right? Meaning party music. The tourists and them will they'll have a show, a live show in different parts of the ship, like, and different parts is different music, different vibe, you know.
Right.
So like the atrium would be more elegant,
jazz kind of, yeah. Elevator music.
Yeah, and then you have the entertainment room, which is like live music, like if you go to a show here, and then
right.
And then there's the performing area where you could perform as like something like in between party and elegant. So it have different things, yeah. So there's not one thing I am doing, you know.
Right. So you're not okay. So that's good. That's good. So you're not going to just be stuck on one part of the ship. You basically all over on that ship.
You have to be able to play everything.
Right.
If you're performing in the showbiz area, you have to be able to be a sight reader, which is very hard to do.
Tell us again to people, you need to be a sight reader, and this is not just charts. This is actual musical notes too, right?
They give you the options.
Okay. Good.
But
good.
you have to still be able to read it.
Right. That makes sense.
So you have to be able to play a song you don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. This is why I have been advocating for musical education for years now. Years and years and years, especially for the guitarists, because our local guitarists, well, I go in and say, they can't read music, because I went through the rigors of learning to read music. So I understand what David is talking about.
Yeah,
if David calls me right now and say, like, here's a piece of sheet music and this is the song that we're going to do, I don't even need to know what the song is. I could just say, go, and let me play.
Yeah, that's what they do. They do give it a little bit earlier, just in case, but half an hour before a show or 10 minutes before a show don't make a difference as given it one time, because they will still wouldn't learn it.
Right. Yeah, and I can't play the same song, so you have to be prepared for a variety, right?
Yes. But once the advantage of that though is every week the cruise changes passengers and new passengers comes in. So what you do this week, you'll do next week.
Right. So you have an opportunity to kind of
recycle your music.
Recycle, right.
But you must be a strong sight reader, whether you're playing drums, guitar, bass. I actually anything besides singing. Yeah. The drummer has his score right next to him. You understand? Because that is only if you're like playing in the Broadway show and those kind of showbiz stuff. But if you're in the party band, they don't really use it. But they still give it to you in case.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So give us a little insight as to now what the general cruise ship life is. So you have these rooms that you're gonna play in. It's like every night you're out there performing for the crowd. Is it like every other night? Is it like breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like I've never learned about the cruise ship experience now. So
a lot of people has this bad saying about cruise work and cruise ship work is slave work, and I have been there, I am there, I'm going again just now.
Right.
I'm saying it's not true.
Right.
Probably on different cruise lines, yes, but majority of my friends they work in other ships and it's the same. Especially in the entertainment. You don't ever say you're an entertainer on a ship. You're lower in your class. Say you are a musician. That is what I learned the first time I went, and they asked me, what do I do? What am I coming ship to work as? And I told them I'm in the entertainment section. They told me don't ever say that again.
Wow.
Say you are a musician. Yeah, it's different. Entertainment is a big thing, you know?
Yeah. Because
so
go ahead.
So we play basically at night. Probably 2 half-an-hour shows, or 2 half-an-hour shows and 1 45-minute show, depending.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like 1 day off in 2 weeks, but we have to remember that you do nothing all day.
Well, right. So, you're on the cruise ship, so you're lineman. Yeah.
Entertainment, when the ship stops at an island, all the passengers come off. They go to explore, so you can't perform for nobody. So it's like only when they come back to the ship and they dress for evening dinner, they have a show after, and then they'll have one like midway, and then one before 12. Like that. Yeah, it depends.
Right.
But that's it. You play like 3 shows.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. That's actually really good, because I know a lot of people would probably say, well, I'm cruise ship musicians. That's probably only play like 1 show for the week, and it's obvious. Yeah. Okay, I could see that now. So would you say now? I'm gonna assume that you'll say that it is worth it. So if you get the opportunity to work on a cruise ship, take it.
As a musician, yes.
Okay.
Take it and run it, because you would never get a job that. Remember, music is something you love, and you're working. Well, actually, if you're working as a waitress or whatever, as a hostess or a host on a ship, you wouldn't get that here in Trinidad unless you have a really good background job, and then you have to work 8 hours a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you're working like basically 2 hours for the entire day when you check. Preparing your set for the night and then performing. Yeah.
Wow.
But the only disadvantage is that you're away from home.
Right. For extended periods, of course.
Yes. It depends on how long your contracts are and where you are. If you're in Europe or in the Caribbean. I feel more safe in the Caribbean because closer to home.
Yeah, you can always come off of the boat and take a flight home if you need to.
Yeah. You can't do that in Europe because it'll be quite expensive.
Wow. All right. And when you're back in Trinidad, what occupies your time? Are you with a band? I mean, I know your information, but I think you should enlighten the people and you know where they could find your socials. If you do have socials, share stuff, that kind of thing.
Yes, I have my socials on Instagram, on Facebook. But yeah, I have a band here. Actually, I am a certain musician in a couple of bands, but I have my own band. It's really more pop. Actually, is everything, but we more go like for restaurants and stuff.
Right.
Like pop and soft rock and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What's the name of this band?
This Bootstrap Paradox.
Nice.
And you can find it on Facebook or Instagram.
Nice.
Right? So we do like that, like more restaurant stuff.
Cool.
And like not too, I wouldn't say if the opportunity arise for different stuff we wouldn't do it, but basically we do everything.
Right.
Also reason, yeah.
Yeah. So you're basically allowing yourself the opportunity to reach as much ground as possible or cover much ground. Right.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, is there anything you want to tell anybody, like what bits of advice you give to anybody who might be interested in finding out more about the musicians on the cruise ship and those kinds of opportunities?
Yes. If you for musicians, okay. Let me put it this way. If you're trying to get through in that industry, you have to come real good. Number one. Because they require a standard. And if they don't meet that standard, they won't even reply to emails. They won't even respond. They don't even respond there. But it worth a try. There's YouTube and stuff where you can YouTube like ideas, like what they're looking for.
Right.
What you need to do is keep, every time you perform anywhere, always make videos and always have socials, have it running on socials, and link yourself with cruise lines, like they investigate cruise lines, like but they have hundreds of cruises,
right?
And they always need musicians, but you have to have obviously documents. If it's American visas, they will organize that for you once they want you.
Right. They ain't gonna leave you hanging. Yeah, they ain't gonna leave you hanging for you to fight.
You'll get it in a couple in a week or so, but Europe you don't need a visa. So if you're going to Europe, you just use a Trinidad passport. And if there is a need, they will send everything for you. It's very the international standard is very, very high, and they move very quick and very easy.
Wow.
You just have to keep up with
it. And here we are struggling in Trinidad and Tobago.
I left Trinidad in the first time I went, I got all my documents in 3 days. That's how fast they work. And they're going to Europe with it. And that's how fast they work. So obviously you have to have your passport, but
yeah,
everything else is organized in like 3 days.
Wow.
And they don't even know me.
Wow.
Actually, I was the only Trinidadian on the cruise line had like four people from the Caribbean.
Right.
So I was lucky to be one of them to get through. So yeah, some advice. Anything you want to ask again? Anything you want to know? Anybody want to know?
They could drop a comment. They could drop a comment, or they will
ask anything you want to ask. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it for now. I think I got a lot of insight, because I know one or two people who have taken up the cruise ship option. Some of them being panists, but I've never met a cruise ship musician who is a guitarist. So this is interesting. So I'm getting to see the possibilities and options for career. Who knows? I mean, it's not a calling for me, but you never know. It's not something to lock off in terms of a possibility in the future. Yeah. So David, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Absolutely right. Awesome. And tell the people where they can find you. Drop the names of your socials, and we try to link everything in the description.
Okay. Well, the band is Bootstrap Paradox. That's the band. My socials I I can text that to you, or
Yeah, that's fine. You can
I'll
text it to
text
me
it to
and
you because it's very long. Yeah.
yeah, no problem. And I'll drop I'll drop them in the description below. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks again for all the support for this season. That's it. Normally we end in June, but we have some things that we need to work on. So we shall see you all next season. That's season 7. Starting in August. So look out for that. And depending, maybe if and when David comes back, we could have him back and we could talk a little more about his cruise ship experience and how that went this round.
No
all right.
All
right. All right, guys. That's all. Peace out, guys.
Bye-bye.